welcome to whatever the hell this is. So, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I know it's been like, I mean, it's not been a year, but it's been a year since I actually did the KSM challenge, so it's been some time since I recorded anything from WoW. I did take a bit of a break from WoW. I played alts and stuff like that, but nothing, I shouldn't say like record worthy, but like I didn't really do anything interesting while I was taking my break from doing Mythic Plus, mostly because I was honestly burned out on Mythic Plus and my hands hurt. So I tried to take it easy in Season 4 and didn't really do anything. I don't even think I stepped into a Mythic Plus in Season 4, which might be a little bit sad, but you know, it happens, right? So right now I'm like a little bit worried about the desktop audio versus the mic, so I'm hoping that the game sounds aren't going to blow you guys' eardrums out. Anyway, I know that I put up a poll recently about what kind of characters or content you might like to see, and honestly, most of you said you wanted to see another healer. A lot of you said you didn't care so long as it was normal people gameplay, which is pretty awesome. Honestly, I'm surprised by this. I mean, I'm not surprised because there really weren't a lot of like average players recording their stuff and posting it. And there's probably, I mean, obviously there's a market for that. So I'm happy to try to fill it a little bit. I've been pretty busy. It's been, and in 2022 was an interesting year. It flew by as it do, you know. So here I am on a druid. I know that they're like meta right now, but it just so happens that I just got this character high enough eye level today by doing like the world boss, and you see I got super lucky and got a ring from the world boss. So I am now capable of stepping into the raid finder. A terrifying prospect this late in the week. It is Saturday the 28th. I just thought, you know, maybe I'll record myself doing it. I have no clue how to heal in a raid. I don't care. I don't even have a specific loadout just for the raid. Again, don't really care. If I end up having to do Raid Finder every week, I'll probably make a loadout for it. But I'm one of those people that tends to struggle with different specs because I don't know. It's really weird. It's like I recognize that a character of mine is, say, a holy priest or a discipline priest, but then I'm like, okay, but this discipline priest has this talent. Like, I have a discipline priest named Hooves who is at 70, and she has the Shadow Covenant build. And then I have another discipline priest on this server named Essie, and she is not the Shadow Covenant build, but like my brain struggles to switch between those without like the character separation. I know it doesn't make any sense. My brain doesn't work like normal people's. If you guys haven't figured that out already, I don't know what to say. So I'm glad that I'm here. I'm going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it's going to go. I'm actually kind of banking on the queue taking a while because like I haven't ate anything yet today, and it's 12 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm just going to queue for like the first 2 raid finders. I don't want to end up getting it on Razagath with like 20 stacks. I mean, we all know that's impossible. You can only get to 10. But so far, every time I've gotten to Razagath, it takes like 8 stacks to take her down with pugs. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get some loot. You can watch me struggle to heal like a sentient being. Will I out-heal people? I don't know. Like, I've gotten in there on one of my discipline priests and out-healed everybody, even though I barely know what I'm doing. For cat updates, while we're waiting. For cat updates, Tiny is doing very well since her surgery. She is getting on nicely. We have had another one of our cats, Mittens. She has eye troubles. They got really cloudy, and I thought, oh, you know, she's probably just going blind. She's pretty old. She's like 14 or 15. And I took her to the vet, and the vet actually ended up deciding that they think it could be chronic dry eye, which is not very common in cats because of the double eyelid. but it does make sense. It does make sense to me. I have chronic dry eye. My cats always get whatever I have in terms of problems. It's like a thing that we always share issues. No, I mean, I'm not kidding, but also I'm kidding. Like, I don't actually think that that's why she has chronic dry eye. I'm just like, it just seems to be like a thing that happens. So, anyway, we have to give her eye drops now every day. Oh, I love getting into groups in progress and not knowing what's going on. And I love lagging. I don't know. Well, we just get like right into the chaos, huh? So, shaman, or not shaman, this isn't a fucking shaman. I have so many healers, you guys. The only one I haven't bothered with is, my monk. I haven't bothered with my monk at all. And I feel a little bit guilty about that because if I do watch back, like, any monk stuff, I do miss my monk. But there's only so much you can do about that. I'm really hoping I'll get, like, you know, some mage food or something. Oops. Actually, I think bear form would have been better there, but I'm stupid, so we went with cat. I do that shit where I like, well, I kind of want to see if I can outrun it. I say, I want mage food, but we only have like one mage. I'll actually have to wait till I get out of combat too. I haven't used these like raid frames yet. I just simply shrunk my previous ones. Alright. Got my quest. Yeehonk. I never set anyone as focus. I don't know how I did that. I must have like a keybind set up in Voodoo that I didn't know about. Alright, well anyway. So, things have been interesting. I don't anticipate me, like, coming back and getting Keystone Master or anything like that this time around. I'm old and also extremely tired. What can I say? I'm struggling with getting, like, stuff on people. Oh, probably because I'm out of mana. Cool. I gotta get my stuff up off of my thing. Wow, we love a responsive mage. I think we've all been in groups where, like, the mage just straight up doesn't. Alright, well, here's the thing. You guys are gonna see me, like, click spells because I actually deep down suck. And if I just randomly forget what I'm doing, I will click a spell because I simply... Oh, that's cringe. This group is going so well. We're just gonna... Like, they're probably thinking, oh, we'll just, like, reset the boss. Wait, maybe I'm giving them too much credit. I don't know. Alright, well, anyway. We'll see how this raid finder group goes. You never know. You never know. I've been in some surprisingly good groups. And then also sometimes you just have, like, dog shit groups.
Lightning's caress is capricious.
We got a couple of... We got a holy priest and a disciplined priest out healing us right now. It's mega cringe. We gotta do better. I mean, I would do better by default if I just had, like, raid talents, but... I don't really know how to play. Like, do I just, like, rejuve everybody? Oh yeah, this is huge brain. Stop spreading this to me!
No matter.
Soon, the incarnates will be unleashed on a world in need of our rule. Blood feeds the earth!
Alright, so we didn't, like, exactly wait. And, that's really annoying, too. Alright, so recently what I've been trying to do here is stand near the pillars, but not, like, on the pillars. Mostly so that people can... I don't know, like, come to the pillar to do their thing, but if I get it, I'm, like, already right there.
Flaming steel, sear your flesh! Smash!
I'm not gonna res them. They weren't, like, a high DPS or anything.
The earth open! Dust! Be wrapped in the blizzard's icy embrace.
Alright. Gotta knock off that debuff. Let's do it.
To perfection.
And then, like, of course, like, a ton of fucking people just didn't do it. I mean, to be fair, it's not that intuitive. Like, in this game, they're always like, don't stand in bad, and then now suddenly it's like, actually, you should, though, this time.
Lightning, purge these aberrations.
I'll purify you. Pain and stone.
Oops, I did stand in that, like an idiot.
Sear your flesh.
You know what would be great if I would use Adaptive Swarm a little bit more often? Yeah.
Die, aberration. Dust.
Alright, I'm already out of mana. That's, like, embarrassing. Nope, we just have to stand here, I guess.
Die, aberration.
I'd say I can innervate myself, but like cringe.
Smash! Flaming steel, sear your flesh!
I see my timers are like underneath my stuff.
These aberrations.
Pain and stone! Be wrapped in the blizzard's icy embrace. I'll purify you. Smash!
Lightning, purge these aberrations.
Boop. I'm trying not to like over rejuve, but I'm probably failing at that.
Flaming steel, sear your flesh. Dust. I'll purify you.
Might as well. I don't know.
Lightning, purge these aberrations.
Pain and
Got it. Bup, 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 bup. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, I'm a terrible fucking player. I mean, you knew that from if you watched my Zero to KSM series. I'm not a very good player, but this just kind of highlights that I don't raid anymore. I actually got asked to raid recently by some old friends of mine that I used to raid with back in Pandas.
steel, sear your
And, oh, do I not, like, have Innervate? That's fucking... Or do I have to use it on somebody else? Wait a second. I think that's how it works now. I didn't actually know that. Wow, how embarrassing that I have that, like, on my bars. I don't even know how it works. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find our, like, best healer and use it on them. Because we recognize that we suck. And I think sometimes the, faster you recognize that you're not very good, the better.
frozen to perfection.
We just gonna trank that.
Purge these aberrations.
Pain and stone.
And then flourish. There we go.
Flaming steel, sear your flesh. Dust.
Let's go, let's go.
I never break.
Lightning, purge these.
I'll purify you. Cold. So my rage burns.
Alright, alright. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Oops. Can't roll on shit. Why can't I roll on the chill? Oh, I already have the chill globe. I got that from like one of the weeklies. Alright, let's drink up here, fellas, and we can cringe together. We can cringe together about the healing and how bad my healing is. So, you have to just hope that I would do better like in a Mythic Plus, but there's no guarantee of that. I may just... Why is this here? Don't really care. Also, I would like to point out how bad I... Well, they've done some good things, I guess, for the loot in the raid finder at least, but it still kind of sucks that... I don't know. Like, they did kind of screw, like, higher geared people, which, like, and not to be that person because, like, I'm a regular player, right? I don't really want high level people in my raid finders, like, rolling on gear that I need. At the same time, it's like, okay, but they are here, and many, many times these overgeared people are carrying, or even, like, hard carrying the group. So it feels kind of silly to, like, lock them out of even appearances. Really wish there was a way around that. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be. And some higher gear people have said they're not really going to run Raid Finder if they don't really have, like, any specific reason to. Which, you gotta respect. You gotta respect. Boop. I don't know. I just talk out my ass because I don't really know anything, being you know, a terrible player and all, but... Please don't kill me. I'm just a little helpless little druid. You may also recognize this character from, like, one of my voodoo setup videos. We like it when the trash goes down, like, and nobody really dies. I'm gonna move this up a little bit, because obviously some bars are over here for some reason. Anyway, I hope you guys are having fun with Dragonflight so far. I've been enjoying it. I think it's definitely an improvement over Shadowlands. Like, even my husband came back and played, so, like, we're just casuals. Like to convince him to go into a Mythic Plus. He's a clicker. I mean, not that I don't click too, but he he started the expansion with a red paladin and has been, like, quite unhappy with how that's been going for him. So he kind of moved on to a holy priest, which was his, like, OG main, I think. I mean, nobody's ready. Nobody's even over there. I mean, I'll be ready because of the RP. Anyway, yeah, Red Paladin feels kind of bad right now. I was having fun in an alt on it, but when, like, your Crusader Strike feels like garbage to press, it's not that good. But, I don't know. He's been enjoying Holy Priest, but, like, all that he does is really, like, World Quests and Raid Finder, so... Thanks for the whatever the hell this is.
This gift will destroy you. Kill them before it does.
Nice.
I will not fail.
Anyway, I have cats trying to visit me right now, and it's like, come on, dudes. I've got the Raid Finder to heal. I ain't got time for this. I'm pressing the wrong buttons as usual.
Can stand against my gale winds.
Okay, you doing this? Should I just DPS? I don't know.
Stay away. Rushing gust.
Trying to remember. My biggest thing, I think, besides adaptive swarm, like not being used to it, everybody apparently like loves adaptive swarm, and I'm like, ugh, another fucking ability that I have to press. My man's was almost dead.
Range 5. Stay away from
Winds buffet you.
I almost stood in that because like I was too busy trying to heal people to remember to like look.
Like leaves in
So
a
that could have gone very
hurricane.
poorly for me.
Nothing can
Thanks for
stand
spreading that
against
to
my
me.
gale winds.
I don't really, my brain died. Oh yeah, I don't have wild charge, so okay, I'll just like zip back. Well, even if I did. Well, wait, travel form is lit up. I can use that here?
Rushing gusts.
Fascinating. Anyway, I am dumb, and I forgot to get to the middle.
range 5.
Stop putting marks on me! I'm already bad enough at the game. I don't need more.
A cyclone.
Oops.
Fall to the storm.
I love that for me.
Range 5. Stay away.
Winds buffet you. Scatter like leaves in a hurricane.
I love like not even being in like the top 3 healers. I mean, in my defense, I just barely have the eye level to get in here,
My gale
but
winds.
it still feels really bad.
Knocking back.
All right, now we're in the middle this time. Oh, I'm just gonna stand in everything.
Stay away.
Winds buffet you.
Got it.
You cannot outrun a cyclone.
Range 5. Stay away.
Winds buffet you.
I think I'm safe here. There we go. It's one of those things where you're like, I don't know, man. I gotta get better at talking while I do stuff, but like, I am just not that kind of person. You could tell by how mediocre I am at the game. Like, look at this, monk over here with, like,
Against my gale
not running out of mana, like, at all.
Knocking back. I'm out of range.
Oh my god.
rushing gust.
It is too far away.
Might as well, right? I don't know.
There is no shelter from my storm.
I think I got back some stuff for that.
Range 5. Stay away from
Rushing.
mine.
The
Well,
storm.
let's see. I have, a headpiece. I mean, I certainly won't say no. What? Alright, let's see here. This is what we waiting on here. But it looks like plenty of other people are rolling on it, so we probably won't get it. I always wait though. Always wait and see. Doesn't really hurt. Yeah, we didn't win it. On to the next one. I like it when it just conveniently like pops right when right when you need it. And my food has like gotten cold, so that's cool for me, I guess. I'm kind of hungry though. Oh my god. Yes, bring me. And maybe let me have a piece of loot. Doesn't have to be much. Speaking of, I did like the change to the vault, I think. I think it's a change. It might have been season 4, I don't know. I wasn't around for that from last expansion, but I like that it's like 246 bosses instead of 369. I mean, I guess there's only 8 anyway. But like 246 is just way more attainable every week. Just from like a casual perspective. Anyway, our healing last time wasn't the worst. It could have definitely been better, but I don't know. Anyway, so far my opinion on the raid, I've done it like every week on a few alts. I have many alts that I have to do it on. And I like the raid. I think like it has some fun, well, like I don't know, maybe fun is like an exaggeration. But it has some fun mechanics. That said, it did kind of, especially Razagath. I was like, you know what though? I can't do this like forever. Like I couldn't raid again. So the group that I used to raid with back in Pandas, we were bad, by the way. Like we weren't good. We had fun. That's important to note. But like we weren't a group of like really good players. Like some people were definitely better than others. I was probably being carried to some degree, even though the healing lead still insists to this day that I was pretty good actually. I played a Resto Shaman back then. But in hindsight, I was like, nope, I'm pretty sure that I was just dog shit actually. And we just had a good time, and it's easy to forgive stuff for like having like a nice time raiding. So I used to really enjoy raiding, but if I was in college at the time, granted quite late in life already, but being in college and like having other responsibilities, and should note as well that like I didn't get home till like I was in class from like 8 to 8, and I lived an hour from the campus, so I had to drive every day. Let's just say that it wasn't fun, and coming home to raid on days where I had class already, or the day before I had class where I had to like, you know, get up and go to work, was miserable actually. I hated it. It started to feel like a job, and then ever since then, every raid I've ever, like every raid team I've ever joined always ended up, like it sounded fun at first, and then it felt like a job. So, I don't know. So there I was minding my own business, got asked how I was liking Dragonflight, and then I got asked to, if I wanted to raid again now that the Horde and Alliance restrictions were gone for raiding. And, you know, like, part of me was like, yeah, I kind of do, actually. But then the rest of me was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. My life is busy enough. Let's put it that way. I don't really need the extra effort that I would have to put in. And the extra effort in my case, like, when I was young, I think I would have really liked raiding, but I don't know. I didn't play enough when I was young. I was like I was a casual player, and by young I mean like young adult, because because WoW came out in 2004, and that's the year that I graduated college, right? Or not college. Holy shit. High school. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Um, so it was one of those things where, like, by the time I even played the game anyway, it was 2007, whenever BC came out. And, like, God damn it, it'd be cool if I could hit the right button to drink. Anyway, I don't know. I liked to play, but I was already an adult, and I already had, like, you know, an adult job. It wasn't like, I say that like any job is an adult job, honestly. Like, one of the worst jobs I've ever had was still gonna be like Subway, which was my first job. So, I don't know, but when I started playing WoW, I already worked at a factory, and I actually had like 6 coworkers, I think, that played, and I ended up, instead of rolling on the server that my brother played on, I ended up rolling on their server, which was Cenarian Circle. So that's the first server I ever played on. And I still do play my my OG character, a hunter, Draenei hunter, named Kessia. So, you know, there's something to be said for my delicious and beautiful character that I made, that I still have. I have quite a few, like, OG characters. Wow, they really just, you know, pulled a bunch of shit, didn't they? But yeah, when I was, like, newer to the game and, you know, maybe more likely to enjoy raiding more fully, I was a filthy, disgusting casual. And then by the time I did raid, which wasn't until Pandas, I was already at a point in my life where it's just, everything felt like a fucking job. So, I don't know. I told him I was sorry, but, like, I couldn't raid anymore. I don't want my hobby to feel like a job. If I wanted that, I would go write a book. You know what I mean? Instead of writing fan fiction. Not that I even write fan fiction anymore. Who has the energy for that shit? I love not getting, like, full uptime with, Anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. My bad. My bad. I am I can talk. I swear to God. I'm an easily distracted person, and I like doing these fights. Is like, man, I do like the idea. Like, some of these fights are fun. I miss teamwork. I used to play I was in band in high school, and I miss that kind of teamwork that you get from, you know, doing something as a group. And raiding in Pandas really did kind of lean toward that. We have a sad resto shaman in this group who has must have a macro for healing rain, which is just extra funny to me because I still remember in Cataclysm I had a macro to ask because everybody would run out of healing rain. They thought it was something bad. The fact that people still do that is like cringe. I was a little late on that. I was like, I can't even drink. Watch me. The fact that people just like stood on top of me and didn't like move at all. I mean, you could stand in it. I mean, you're supposed to stand in that a little bit, but my god, like, don't overlap with me, the person with the bad debuff. That's not the soak. Boop. Anyway, sometimes I do want to go back to those days of actual raiding, because I'm like, oh, it is, you know, it is fun to, like, work with a group of people for a common goal. But at the same time, I'm like, not at the sake of my fucking sanity, though. It really is wild to think about. Like, I don't even work that hard, honestly. My job is really easy. I think I've said it before on this channel, but I do work in, like, accounting. And I'm not even good at math. So, does that say something? Possibly. I just happen to work where it's, like, a really easy... I'm, like, out of cooldowns, guys. Who's our top healer? A druid, that's not me. Anyway, I don't know. I don't work that hard, but my god, when I get home, I'm like... Oh, somebody else got him. Things are getting dangerous.
I need to get closer.
Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna wipe on this boss. Absolute cringe fucking behavior. Well, anyway, that was embarrassing. My healing is underneath this tank, so that makes me feel like dog shit. But I guess I could be this guy, and I would feel worse, so... Yeah. Well, that... I didn't, like, look. I didn't expect to die on... that fight. Didn't expect that. I don't know. Me cringing in this house. Well, I feel better now, though, because, I'm dog shit, but at least I kind of understand the fight. I couldn't tank it though, to be clear. Like, I don't know how people tank swap. It's confusing and weird to me. Like, you have to pay attention to too much shit, and I'm dumb. I was like, am I even going the right fucking way? It's just, like, I assume I know what I'm doing, but I don't always know what I'm doing. Like, it definitely helps, to do lust on pull and not, like, 4 seconds. I mean, that isn't why we didn't. It's not why we didn't time it, but it didn't help either. Alright. This is interesting. Can I just say that? Thank you. Anyway, I hear the healing checks are, intense this go around. So, I have very little faith that I'm gonna not suck at healing Mythic Plus, but it doesn't hurt to try a couple low keys and just see how they go. Oh. Food. Anyway, I will not be raiding. And then they asked if I, you know, maybe would be interested in Mythic Plus sometime, and I was like, you know, maybe. I'm not opposed, but, like, the thing that was always a problem for us as a group, because the people that asked me to raid again were the raid leader and his wife, and I've met them in real life, so it was really cool to meet him in real life. We actually went to Build-A-Bear together and had lunch, I think. It was a really good time, honestly. And I've met them more than once. I think I met her twice and then the two of them another time. So it was really cool. I enjoyed meeting people from the internet in the real life, which I've done many times, actually. Hello, sir? I'm not gonna res you. I think he does that on purpose. Oh my god, this is going so well. Anyway, I enjoyed meeting them. It was very cool. But because he's a tank and she's a healer, and I have also historically played healers, we always had a bit of a hard time trying to, like, do things together. Because I don't normally play DPS classes. That went well. So, if we did, for example, Mythic Plus together, I would have to play DPS class, which I'm not opposed to, and this time around, just like last time, I actually am playing my Hunter as my quote-unquote main.
Special command.
Okay. For the love of God, man. Pick and choose quickly. I mean, then it's everybody else's responsibility to get out. Also, just realized, like, I forgot about Adaptive Swarm again already, like, this whole fight, basically. So I love it when I do that. Let's trinket. Alright, well I wasted iron bark there. Oh my god. We'll get this guy or innervate? I don't know. Maybe somebody who plays a druid can like tell me why I fucking suck. Besides the fact that like it's really hard to keep 6,000 million hots up. Alright, well let's see how fucking bad I did. Oh yeah, I love being like basically next to last place. It's very cool. Okay. That would be an upgrade. Cringy upgrade, but whatever. We would take it.
None of them are spiders.
No, this poor bastard didn't get rezzed. I say poor bastard, but like he died immediately on like every fight. I feel like it could be on purpose at this point.
Just as long as none of them are spiders.
Anyway, what an interesting experience. I would like to not ever do again. I think the thing about raiding that gets me is like Mythic Plus is just so much, I shouldn't say faster, because like honestly to get like a good rating you gotta do it for a while, but you can do low Mythic Plus pretty quick. Like you could get a group pretty fast if you're in a guild that does it, you know what I mean? It's not like it's slow. But raiding is like, here's your literal 3 hours. Twice a week? Like, son, I ain't got time for that. These hunters need all the help they can get. Being a hunter sucks. I don't know. Raid Finder just... It's not like it's not fun. Sometimes I enjoy Raid Finder, like a little bit of casual Raid Finder. But then you get to like 10 stacks on Razageth and you're like, do I really like this though? And for me, let me put it this way. Do I get gear? Then I like Raid Finder more. Am I not getting gear? I like Raid Finder less.
It's still recharging.
Oh, I love that I just immediately grabbed aggro there. Cool. Let's run. I'm stupid. Oh, there it is.
Cannot use that item yet.
I think the reason that people roll on like the neck especially is like they roll on it because the game lets them roll on it. Like there's no reason to need a neck that is lower eye level than what you have. You don't even get transmog for it. But people don't like look, is that actually better than what I have? And then it just says need, so they're like, okay, I guess I need it. Even though I say that, but like back in the old days, original Raid Finder. This is why I was like so glad when we went to personal loot, because I still remember Dragon Soul just being like actual dog shit. I mostly played Arresto Shaman in the good old days of Kata, but I also had my hunter who was like, you know, my main at the time. And the amount of times that I did not get the bow from Deathwing or the polearm, back in the day it was a stat stick, right? But it had a cool effect that made you large when you shot stuff. I don't know, it was really cool and I loved it, but I lost it over and over and over again, literally to people that just wanted to vendor it. Speaking of Raid Finder bosses, this is probably my least favorite one. I just do not, and it's probably better on this druid than it is on my discipline priest. Oh boy. I gotta remember to use my chill globe more often too. How many spells is that I need to use more often? Like 7 now? Boop. Got a drink, got a drink.
Chills me to the bone. Hold. We are not alone. Something stalks us.
Yeah, it's this creepy ass spider.
What
I'm
do
not
you
afraid
think?
of spiders or anything, but I'm also like, you know, not a fucking fan.
And it laid eggs.
Are they even here? I don't even know. I feel like I was a little late. I should have done that sooner so I could get a couple uses out of it. But here we have that guy who is almost dead already. I actually don't find it hard not to die to that. Maybe as melee it really sucks though.
I'm out of range. It is too far away.
Yeah, so far this is just easier on the druid because I can cast while I'm just moving. My discipline priest is like extremely unfun. That's putting it nicely. I need to trust my fellow healers more. Okay.
I need to get closer.
We do not have this. I don't even know where the other tank is.
I'm out of range.
Let's trinket, I guess. Yeah, we're dead. Time to wipe it. Well, it was an honest attempt. It was an honest attempt. Kind of bad though. Kind of cringe. I don't know. We lost like a lot of people for some reason. Takes you to Taros, right? Okay. We'll do better this time, maybe. Well. Auto hammer. Where is it? Saw it. Thank you. Alright. Already rezzed, but I'll res again, I guess. Like, dude, you talked in the chat. You could have, like, you know, not walked away from the computer right away. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm hungry. What the hell? Come on. Oh, the DK left. I mean, I don't blame him, but still sucks for us. Strawberry soda, by the way? What the hell? Anyway, while we're waiting for a new tank and for this goddamn healer to decide that he wants to take a res, 2023, new year, new you kind of thing? I don't know. At the end of last year, I was asked at work if I wanted to become salaried. An interesting proposition coming from the people I work with because they have to know that I'm not that busy and I do not do that much work. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't know a lot or that I'm not involved in a lot, but like my day-to-day stuff, especially in the wintertime, is like, because it's more, I work for a construction company, so it's like, we're not that busy this time of year, but that they were still like, do you want to be salaried? And I was like, okay, but what's the catch? You know what I'm saying? What's the catch? There has to be one? There must be one? Why would you ask me to be salaried? Of course, in their mind, if you're salaried, and this only works in their brain, in their heads, because, like, on paper, if you're salaried and you worked, like, it doesn't really matter how many hours. That's kind of the point of salaried, is supposed to be, like, some weeks you will work a lot, and other weeks you will work not a lot. It's supposed to kind of even out. But in their mind, it's like, oh, you should be working 45 hours a week. And they know that last year, almost all of the vacation I used was to get me to 40 hours every week, like all year. So they still wanted me to be salaried, and I thought about it and I was like, there's got to be a catch. They got to be up to something, and I'm still sure they're up to something, but they still have not revealed to me what that is. So, we'll see. But I'm salaried now. You'd think, oh, that gives you more time to play game. And I would say, like, yes, but also no. Yes, but also no. I would love to play more game. The problem is that, like, I still have to try to look good because you know how it be. There are people watching. There are always people watching. Why do we keep losing people? This is cringe. Oh, maybe they've already done these bosses and they're kind of like bitter. I mean, you already... Holy shit. Alright, so the biggest thing on this boss that I've noticed in the past is, like, obviously the faster the ad dies, basically the better. Bum bum bum. I don't know. Oh, I love just negating those stupid stacks. Feels good, feels organic. Anyway, we'll see about work. I don't know. Why am I salaried? It's a mystery. Here we go. We're about to have a good old time. Probably should have, like, wild growth before I tranked. I don't know. I think I'm still used to, like... Holy shit. There's, like, nowhere to stand. I don't know. Anyways... 2023 is shaping up to be interesting. I normally don't agree with things like, I'm trying to think here. Like, you know, like New Year's resolution kind of shit. Because it's usually so stupid. Or contrived. You know, where people are like, I'm gonna go on a diet.
Stack high.
And it's like, are you though? Or are you just gonna do that for like 3 minutes and then give up? And that's like a call-out post for me personally, by the way, because I suck. And I make plans all the time and then never follow through. Feels terrible. It sucks, but I definitely do it. This year, I was like, I'm gonna make plans, because I'm still stupid, but I'm gonna try to make them, like, good plans.
It's not ready. Need to circle.
Well, I fucking died. Alright, well, that was embarrassing. I feel like I could have done better. Mostly by just using Swarm more than, like, once. I'm barely doing, like, any healing, though, honestly. Sometimes at this point, I think it's better to wait till you get to the top and all the corpses appear up there to do any battle reses anyways. Also, the reason that I never, like, leave my computer when I die, unless I'm, like, a bottom tier DPS, of course, is, there is always the chance that you'll get rezzed when there is a good time for it. Not always. Usually they like to save them for the tanks, for obvious reasons, but you never know when you're gonna get rezzed. So, like, up here is a good place to res people, and sure enough, I got a res.
Knocking back.
Alright. At this rate, I won't lose my spot.
Knocking back.
can't have shit.
Good riddance. I wish Alex Straza were here. This whole den should be
Oh
cleansed
boy.
with fire.
Talk about
Another
embarrassing.
time, my friend.
Oh.
The Grand Summoner
They probably did it because they were gonna leave and they were like, fuck these people. My mans. You were like, not doing any more healing than me, so. Well, I'm sad now. This person's just gonna like stand there and AFK the trash. If you guys haven't wiped yet on Trash and Raid Finder, are you really living? On the plus side, having like other druids in the group is great because they can and will let people actually not be topped off, which lets your heals actually do something. If I'm remembering correctly, I think my brother had problems with that in the past where like raid groups that he was in, like people are too busy trying to like parse, you know what I mean? And in doing that, they just snipe heals. Break would be cool. Some people are kind of mad that they got in on this boss. I don't mind, like the first time I don't mind getting in on a later boss, but if I have to queue back again later, it would annoy me. I've had pretty good luck though. Alright, I got it. Got a drink.
Nothing more. Now comes your doom.
Auto hammer. have 7 minutes. I mean, if you knew that already, you probably shouldn't have joined a raid finder group that could potentially wipe for hours.
Now you face the master of primal elements. Thunder crash.
I don't really know how to help them on that,
Crash.
except to just like get out of the way. Which I think is valid too.
Thunder crash. Dark clouds bring your destruction. Thunder crash. Thunder crash.
It's super annoying.
Thunder crash. Dark clouds bring your destruction.
Run.
Okay. We are getting somewhere. I don't know why I did that, honestly. That was kind of embarrassing.
Watch your step. Run.
Cool. That was fun. Delightful, even. Partially my bad. I probably should have, like, bark skinned. I want to guess that's because I didn't move the boss to the side fast enough, but yeah. Like, you can handle, like, a couple of ticks of that, but
Watch your
only if you're at full health.
Trembles.
So it's delightful for me.
run.
Guess we just chillin', right? See if we get a battle res. Probably not, because we're not top healer. Probably buy anything. Probably last place. Oh yeah. Already in 6th place. Cringe.
Ha! There is no element I cannot control.
He's too far away.
Okay.
Yummy. Run.
Okay. That was a dumb move. I stood in that.
In your flesh.
I died. Oh, I didn't realize they were gonna turtle it, I guess. I thought it was a soak,
Blacken your flesh.
but turns out I suck. This is like proof.
Frost blacken your flesh.
Yeah, you're very dead. 100%. Nah.
Frost blacken your flesh.
Okay.
Your bones will freeze and shatter. My power
There he
is
goes. Goodbye, cruel world.
thunder crash. Barely a test of my skill.
Good riddance. You pressed 3 word of glories. Oh my god. Or you can release right where I'm standing here, you know. One panic. It's too late. I was like the last place healer. Embarrassing? Don't look at me.
Now you face the master of barely a test of my skill.
Hmm. me eat. Alright, well, there's only one way to try. Okay. Now. At 55, you start to forget things. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I started forgetting things basically the day I was born. Can't remember shit. Yeah, same.
Now you face the master of primal elements. Frost blacken your flesh. Frost blacken your flesh. Frost blacken your flesh.
This is probably gonna go just like so much better.
Your bones will freeze and shatter. Frost blacken your flesh.
Run.
I res them just for them to die again immediately.
The mountain trembles.
Run.
Well, do be like that sometimes.
Watch your step. Run in.
Pay for your crimes. destruction.
Yeah, please battle res some healers.
Thunder crash. Thunder crash.
It's still recharging.
Thunder crash. Dark clouds bring your destruction. Thunder crash.
I need to get closer.
Thunder crash. Ha! There is no element I cannot control.
Jeez. Here we go. This is the best I can do, man. Gotta stand in this just to have some hope.
Watch your step. Not enough mana. My mana is low. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Will be consumed.
Well, we at least did it. And of course, yet again, no gear. So that's sad. But, it do be like that sometimes. Alright, so, I think I got, like, another boss or two to do. 3 bosses. I'm not gonna do it now. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this. I might upload it just because I don't have anything else to upload, but I'm tired, and, I'm a terrible healer, so I figured I would, you know, post something. Either way, generally the point anyhow is to just, like, fill my vault, so... Yeah, I just need Aranog and then these two. Which, maybe if I get brave, I'll do tomorrow. But, not feeling too brave right now. And I think I'd like to goof off, maybe watch some TV. I don't know. Dragonflight's definitely better in a lot of senses so far. I think it makes me feel less terrible for not pushing things all, you know, the whole time that I have to play. And honestly, since my husband's playing anyway, and he's like a clicker who, you know, doesn't really do anything outside of Raid Finder and like world quests, it's slowed me down a bit, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because I tend to play a lot, burn out, get bored, quit, come back later, burn out, quit. So this kind of prevents me from doing that. I'm trying to think. Also, Tales of Symphonia Remastered comes out next month, and I will definitely be busy with that. That's probably one of my favorite games ever, of all time. Like, it might even be like number 2. Objectively might be number 1. You know, if I'm being honest with myself, like in terms of games I've played that I enjoyed thoroughly and like still to this day care about, it might even be number 1. Fire Emblem 7 is the other game that's up there with it. So, yeah, when that comes out on, I think it's the 17th of February. Yeah, I'm going to be playing the shit out of that. So, then Dragonflight I will simply forget about, and all will be, I would say, well with the world, but like maybe not. I think the point of a game anyway is to just have fun with it, and if you're not having fun with the game, like maybe simply do not play the game. And so far so good. We'll see if it continues though. I don't know. Like it's not like I'm feeling myself like slip away or anything, but it's definitely one of those things where I want to say it's the ADHD. Like, my brain just refuses to focus on shit long enough to do anything with it. Like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out right before Dragonflight, and I literally just ignored Dragonflight for like 3 weeks because I was like, Pokemon. And you'd be like, oh my god, bitch, but you old. And I would say, yeah, I'm fucking old, and I still like Pokemon. So, you know what? Honestly, this Pokemon game was way better than any of the previous ones for so many years. Like, I haven't enjoyed a Pokemon game that much since Gold and Silver, and I was still in, I want to say, like, middle school when Gold and Silver came out. So, I haven't enjoyed one since. Like, not even the Gold and Silver remakes captured my attention to the point where well, okay, so I've beaten every game, I think, since then. Since the old days, I've beaten every Pokemon game, at least one in each series. But, and the thing that gets me about gaming anyway is that, like, do I want to go back and play it again? And when I do, it's like, that's how I know it's like a good game, when I'm still thinking about it, you know, days or months later. Anyway, I kind of burned out on Pokemon, maybe because I just couldn't stop playing it for 5 fucking seconds. And that's when I was like, oh, well, Dragonflight's there, so I think I'll do that. But now I'm kind of like, Symphonia is going to come out, and I have this bad feeling it's going to just decimate my ability to want to play Dragonflight. So, we'll see, though. You never know. It could be that I do better than I think. And I can always do random, like, short one-off videos. And, again, like, I've considered trying to get my husband into Mythic Plus. Like, just the really low ones, because he's also old and tired, and work just absolutely decimates him every day. And, you know, he doesn't really want to stress out at home as well as at work. And some of Mythic Plus healing checks are intense. He's not the best DPS. He's also not the best healer. So he tries his best, and he's, you know, decent at it. But some of the healing checks that I've seen just in, like, normal dungeons are, like, and heroics, I guess, are like, if it's way worse on Mythic, I don't know how he'll cope with it in a group where people might be standing in bad shit or not know the mechanics very well. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try to get him in, and we'll do a couple of Mythic Pluses together and just try to have fun with it. If that's something you'd want to watch, like, definitely let me know. I don't know. That would help convince him, maybe. I told him, I threatened him with it earlier this week. So, anyway, thanks for watching whatever the hell this was. Another episode of Watch Me Fail at Mechanics, and also, well, I guess I didn't fail that bad at mechanics, maybe a little bit, but like, watch me suck and lose my train of thought 37 times, and also do kind of piss poor healing, but this time in Raid Finder instead of Mythic Plus. I don't know. We'll see what the future brings. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you next time I decide to upload. Hopefully it won't be like a year from now. Bye.